With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The NFL's leading rusher in 2019 and 2020, Derrick Henry. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get just a yard to the 22. They work now on 2nd and 9. And Walker has it. They'll go for a gain of 7. With a 3rd and 2.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Yeah, 1 for 1. A lot more to go.
No, we changed it.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 21. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Here's Mahomes. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Flushed out right. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Now here's Ross. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Throwing is Jackson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Jackson to throw. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. Sheds off the tackle. And a nice stiff arm. It opens room to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now Mahomes. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Marquise Brown, 48 yards.
And the Chiefs put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good.
Seven 0 is our score, ready for the dynamic kickoff as this one's away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20.
The Baltimore off get going. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. That's caught. It's Flowers. He's to the 15. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Zay Flowers,
an 80-yard touchdown.
And the Ravens are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated up to the right side and intercepted. Picked off by Troy Anderson.
And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He'll buy some time right.
To the right side, into the hands of Flowers.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately.
That's George Karlaftis greeting him behind the line with a big stop. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Henry.
And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Touchdown. Derrick Henry with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
So from the 37, here's 2nd down and 3. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
Yellow. Hey, 57, 57. Attack, attack. Sorry.
Mahomes going to throw. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down.
That's good. Yellow.
City Chiefs. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole. Oh, he caught it. Just couldn't get the feet down. Couldn't get that toe tap sequence, right? I was ready to call him tippy toes if that one was completed.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the 1st.
Hey, dribble it.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that will be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
Hey, color. 15.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time. And now it's 1st and 10.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Martin, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now.
Easy. Yellow. Hey, Sunday.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a fourth down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? Third down, they just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can click and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on fourth down to bring up first and goal. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
With the score, Ravens 14, Chiefs 7.
Second quarter from Arrowhead, it's the Chiefs in possession as they go to work on a first and goal. Come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun.
They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's third and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Yellow.
Here's Mahomes, third and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown.
Yellow.
I'm going for it here.
Hey, 57. Yellow. Yellow. 15, yellow.
Mahomes throwing on fourth. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Rashee Rice, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Butker is on target, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
He'll get this to Flowers, left side.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Flowers. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second down and 1. Ayuk going to go in motion right. Now a quick throw as they get it to Ayuk outside.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 22 yards there, a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Ball at the 23, second and 8.
Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late, and that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Now it's Jackson.
Throw caught by Flowers.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
To throw is Jackson. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. They'll try to run for it with Henry. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Ravens have broken the tie. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
2nd and 9.
Now it's Jackson. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
That's complete out left to Ayuk. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up second down. A shotgun handoff to Henry, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They go play action now. Jackson. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere.
A 4-yard loss of the play. Second and goal at the 4-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Escaping the pressure right. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Come back. Hey, 57. Yellow, 15.
He'll look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
Yellow, yellow.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Fire down these two. Fire down these two. Return.
Working from the gun, Mahomes.
He'll get this one to Kelsey. That's complete.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce, 36 yards.
And the Chiefs get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21.
Harrison Butker to kick off 14 to 2.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.